Ramen recipe. First, cook your noodles, then add a tablespoon of butter, some garlic, and some soy sauce to a pan. Then add a tablespoon of brown sugar and some chili flakes. Pop in your noodles once they're cooked and combine. Now crack in an egg, wait for it to cook, and then mix it all together. Finally, top with sesame seeds and some spring onions. Yummy!
That's so good. Today we're making artichoke, kale, and butterbean dip. For the dip, we're gonna add silken tofu, cashews, sauteed garlic, oat milk, nutritional yeast, little olive oil, pinch of salt and pepper, and pulse until smooth. To a hot pan, we're adding some artichoke hearts and some kale, and saute for 5 minutes. Then add the cream sauce, lemon juice, and salt and pepper. Give it all a mix, add your white beans, and toss to coat. Then we're gonna bake this in the oven for about 10 minutes. And you get a final product that looks like this. That's ridiculous.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Are you guys ready for the best caramel popcorn ever? That is so easy. All you need is popcorn, 1 stick of butter, half a cup of brown sugar, and 10 to 12 big marshmallows. First things first is melt your stick of butter. We cook everything on medium. Once your butter is all melted, add your half a cup of brown sugar and stir. You basically want to stir this until all the brown sugar granules is melted. It should look like this, the butter and the brown sugar combined. And then add your marshmallows and keep on stirring. We normally do 12 because I feel like it makes the caramel a lot more gooey. It's delicious. Stir and stir and stir. This is what it looks like when it's ready to go on the popcorn.
Bismillah.
Try my fire chickpea meatballs. Ooh. Add some couscous to a bowl and cover with hot water. Take a tea towel, cover it as a plate on top. Add our chickpeas, half a red onion, garlic, paprika, parsley, black pepper, salt, and our couscous, and a little bit of soy sauce. Pulse until everything is combined. Take the chickpea mixture and roll them into balls. Now we bake. Next we'll add our hot sauce, soy sauce, brown sugar, cornstarch, black pepper. Next we'll add our meatballs to the sauce. Lastly we'll add our coriander. Great for snacking.
Boneless pork loin chops. Nice and thin or pound them out. Pat them dry. Salt and cracked black pepper all over. It's time for the assembly line. Cup of flour, lots of salt and pepper. Whisk her up. 3 eggs. Boom. Salt, pepper, huge tablespoon of pecorino. Whisk. Italian breadcrumbs and panko. Boom. Parsley. Boom. More pecorino. Flour. Shake. Egg. Drip. Breadcrumbs. Fingers should look like this. Vegetable oil, drop of olive oil. Boom. Don't overcrowd the pan. 5 minutes each side, don't mess with it. Flip, hunk of butter, plate them up. Arugula, cherry tomatoes, chop them in half. Sliced black olives, sweet onion, slice it thin, like that. Pecorino Romano, slice it thin. Cube it, like that. Red wine vinaigrette, gorgeous. Top them. Make it.
Things I ate to lose over 100 pounds, part 34. These spicy tuna bites on cucumber slices are so good. They kind of mimic the taste of sushi. They're gonna really fight your cravings and they're gonna be so healthy at the same time. Just combine a can of tuna with about 1.5 tablespoons of low-fat mayonnaise, about 1 tablespoon of sriracha, and a few splashes of sesame oil. Add it to some cucumber slices, dip in low-sodium soy sauce. Enjoy.
To try this, grab some Oreos. You'll need about 27. Put them in a Ziploc bag and crush them. I've been through a lot the last few days. Set that aside, grab a pot, pour in 1 bag of white chocolate chips and a can of sweetened condensed milk. Put that on the stove on medium heat. Constantly stir it until it's melted. Take it off the heat and add in your Oreos. Mix it all together and then pour it into a baking dish and flatten it out. Oh my god, I forgot the parchment paper. If you want, you can add extra Oreo pieces to the top. Leave it in your fridge for a few hours and I'll see you in I'm just kidding. There's not gonna be a part 2. Yes, it's been a few hours. Now I gotta cut it into squares. Now you know how to make Oreo fudge. Let's try it. How do you guys do that? Okay, here we go. Wow! It's really good and it's really chewy. I thought it was gonna be hard as a rock.
Let's make the famous Brazilian cheese bread. For this recipe, I'm using regular whole milk, eggs, 3 kinds of cheese. This recipe is super easy. Throw everything in the blender, salt, and lastly, you need tapioca flour. And you will need to blend. Scrape the sides and blend one last time. Spray your pan and pour. Let it sit for 2 minutes. Now we try it. Wow.
Ever. Hot fudge on a graham cracker crust, cream cheese, powdered sugar, peanut butter, all mixed together. Then you're going to add some Cool Whip into that. And then you're going to take all of that and you're going to put it right on top of that peanut butter, on top of that chocolate. Add more whipped topping, top it with Reese's peanut butter cups, a little more hot fudge, and you are golden. Best summer dessert ever. It's so yummy. Stop what you're doing right now and try these low-calorie, high-protein taquitos. Start by cooking some ground chicken, add your onion, garlic, green chilies, hot sauce, mix till combined with your chicken, add your spices, add your cheese, and then you're going to start by rolling them up. You can also make a lower-carb option with some egg white wraps. Air fry, and that's it. Don't forget to try this with my low-calorie skinny margarita.
We had a baby shower at work today, so I brought a fruit tray that I picked up at the grocery store, but I did make a homemade fruit dip to go with it. It's an 8-ounce container of strawberry cream cheese and just a regular sized jar of marshmallow fluff. I blended it all together with a hand mixer and served it with the fruit tray. It's absolutely delicious and so simple. I hope y'all love it. Have a great day.
Wait for it. Yep, they just put spaghetti in this pizza. Now watch it get tucked in. Yeah, so that's a calzone stuffed with spaghetti on the one side, and then this is becoming a margarita pizza on the other side. There she is, getting nice and baked in the wood-burning oven, and all nice and golden and beautiful. Yep, that's spaghetti in a calzone pizza.
The guy at Trader Joe's sold me on the cinnamon croissant loaf, so I bought some to make French toast. I did my usual egg, vanilla, and milk mixture, and then I dipped each slice into that and cooked it on low. Since it's a croissant style bread, it's a little more delicate and needs more time cooking, so make sure you're not cooking it on high. While that was cooking, I made some whipped cream just using heavy cream and sugar, and a little pinch of salt. Then the best part, putting it all together. Look how delicious this looks. Enjoy.
Yo, hands down the most bussin' chicken recipe on TikTok. Thin slices, some pink salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, and some Frank's Red Hot seasoning. Evenly distribute. Should look just like this. Place in air fryer. Cook for 13 minutes on each side. Sheesh! Give it a try, guys.
These are the charro beans. They're fast, easy. They're go-to whenever I need to go somewhere or I have last-minute guests. It's what works for me and works in my kitchen. I'm going to cut up the bacon, put it to cook in the pot. I'm going to de-seed the jalapenos. Yes, I took out the seeds because there was kids there and in case they wanted some and in case they don't like chili. I'm going to cut up the onion, the jalapeno, and the tomato. When the bacon's about done, I'm going to throw in the onion and the jalapeno. Let that saute in there. After a while, I'll throw in the tomato on top. I'll also add cilantro up on top and just let it sit there. Then I'm going to mix it up. Add some pepper to your liking, and then some consomme or some bouillon or whatever you want to call this powder to your liking. Mix it all up. Then I'm going to add 2 cans of pinto beans. You can cook beans if you want. You can get canned beans if you want. It's up to you. Doesn't matter. Just add it in. That's just what I used that day. Mix it all up, and there you go. Enjoy.
Cream style corn dog. Batter. Warm water. Tablespoon yeast. Tablespoon sugar. Mix that in. Let the yeast activate for 5 minutes. See all the beautiful foam foaming up? 1 cup of flour. Mix for 3 minutes. Once mixed, cover for 30 minutes. Wiener, half it. Take a nice prick. Stab it. Stab it. Take your batter. Hot dog. Roll. Oh yeah. Panko crumb. All over.
Hot oil, 3 to 4 minutes. Mustard, ketchup.
This is truly one of the most impressive dishes you can make for brunch. It's a Dutch baby pancake and it's almost too easy to make. All you have to do is add 2 eggs, a half cup of whole milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and a half cup of all-purpose flour to a blender. I'm using the puree setting on the new NutriBullet Smart Touch blender. Once it's super smooth, just set it aside. Melt a few tablespoons of butter directly in a preheated cast iron skillet. Then pour in the batter and transfer it to the oven for 20 minutes or so, and you'll have a super puffy pancake. Sprinkle over some powdered sugar and serve with berries, whipped cream, and maple syrup, and that's it. The full recipe is up on my Instagram. I hope you try it.
Did you know if you mix some flour and natural yogurt, cook it in oil until brown, add some sugar, you get mini donut?